This is February 4, 2024, and I it have been some changing a spiritual way, and I did a recording yesterday, but I never put it up on internet, and that was good that I was waiting. I was very sleepy, and then I go to sleep, and then I got a dream, and that is what I want to talk about today. But it started that I got a mail in my mailbox when I come home after I have been to my store unit, my new store unit, and look at it. And then I come back, and it is cold weather today, and it was cold weather when I drive away there, and it is not only cold temperature, but it's very hard wind also, like sometimes storm winds. So I'm not outside. I don't need to be outside. Thank God for that. And as soon as it be a better weather, I start to take my belongings to the store unit, what I don't need to have in my home. I can't put it in my store unit I have for this apartment because it's full, and there is many things that I should take away in the summer. It is about bottles, empty bottles, to take it to not to the dumpster, but to get some money for it. We get some money for, not like in the United States, we got more money to save those plastic bottles. So I have done that. And that gone, half of the store unit is full of that. And that I drive to the store and put it in the machine. But it's too cold to do those things, now. So it's full, and I was to the new store unit, and when I come home, there was a letter, an envelope from the doctor, and I be first angry, and then sad, and then it come into my mind, and because I remember everything, he maybe think I start to forget, but because I remember that the doctor say, I was very happy when he say, I want to do it from the start with your health problem. He said that to me, and so I thought that, but that was a lie. It's many people that lie. And in the letter it says to me that he didn't want to do any psychologic test on me because I have already a diagnosis. He said, you have already a diagnosis, and it is delirium. Delirium that is like living in a fantasy like that. And it can also be delirium is like you think that your neighbors want to be bad to you, to kill you or something like that, and be worried about things around you. And of course today is it like that in the world. So that is not rare that people think like that, but it doesn't mean that they need to be mental sick because of that, because we have that on television and newspaper and people talking about it. So it's not that we need to pick up by ourselves that exist in this world, and it's real. So he said that my mental diagnosis was delirium, and it based for 20 years ago, just when I come back from have been to United States and been homeless, have a knife on my throat, have a pistol on my head, and kidnapped and been raped and stolen money from, and all kind of things, very bad things that I was not used with from Sweden. And I had been in a threat in Sweden also, but not in that kind of visible things like a gun is, a knife is. But I have had this mental, being abused mentally, most. And so when I come back to Sweden from United States, 2004 in May, I just before I left United States, I live with Muslim people in their home and took care of 2 kids, and they were very mean to me, evil. It was very hard to be in that house, and I was longing to take the flight back to Sweden, and I saved the money. I didn't get so much money, and then I found out that they let the kids going into my room when I on Saturday I ran away from the house and live with my boyfriend, staying at the hotel, and then come back on Sunday evening again. And the kids have been into my room, and I find out they have taken my money that I save up. So it took a long time for me to save up the money to buy a flight ticket to Sweden, and then Saturday evening Um, it's I think I left Friday evening, and it's a long time ago. It's over 20 years ago, so I don't know exactly. And it was very much rain, and I had to go with a bus to where my boyfriend had rent a hotel room, and that bus, I had to change the bus once, and it was in the city. It was in Virginia Beach, and in Virginia, USA. And there was two young boy, and they asked me if I have a change on money for $10 like that. They asked me if I have a change, and I open up my wallet and my bag, and I had all the money that I should buy a flight ticket. I have just saved up the money. I have talked about these things in another episode, but I want to tell you the background to what was going on with a letter from the doctor, and I have saved up all the money, and I was disturbed because I have working so hard in the Muslim home, and then it was very hard rain on me, so I was very wet and was not in good mood because of all what's going on. And then I was the only one, and then two boys around 15 years old, and I took the bus, and then I realized when I took the second bus, I found out that this is not the right number on the bus. I have seen wrong in all this confusion, stress I had. So I had to go out from the bus and then go back to that center where all the buses were coming to. And those two boys were still sitting there, and it was when I come back, they asked me if I had the money, and to split what they had, and then suddenly they took my bag and started to run away. And of course, I should have been careful, but I was disturbed of everything what happened. So they took my bag with all my... I didn't have the passport there, but I have all my money in the bag, and they ran away. And I'd be so angry, and I knew my money. So hard I have worked for that money, and they only took it and ran away. And I ran after them, and then suddenly they couldn't run away from me because I was angry, so I ran very fast. And then suddenly they turn around and wait for me to come close to them. And it was a voice in the air that told me that I should not go closer. And I said, I was screaming to them, take only the money and let me get all these other things. I say to them when I walk back to the bus stop. But they took everything. And then after a while, the police car come and they took me with me to the bus stop, and I say that they have stolen, but I never got it back. And I'll be very angry when I come back to the Muslim house and they were screaming and doing things. The kids was the ruler of the house. It was crazy all the time there. And I go in to my room, and it was something, I don't remember that, but it was something that the mother in the house, she was angry at me. And she opened the door and said to me that I have done something wrong. What she was thinking. And she said, you're out from this house tomorrow, she said. And then I sit in my room and I was thinking, now have I no money? I can't come back to Sweden, and now I don't have a bed. I don't have earning money, even if it was not much money I got from them. I didn't have anything. Suddenly everything was taken away from me. And so on Sunday was I, as I always was, I was to the church, and there was preaching about Jacob, Job. It was about Job, how everything was taken away from him. And then he got everything back and more than what was going away from him. But the difference between him and me is that he had people around him that talked to him to try to cheer him up. But I didn't have anything. I didn't even have my home. And she was talking to me, the preacher, so I felt it was like she was talking to me. And so I go, when I come back to the Muslim home, in my room, I start to sing and clap my hands and talking to God, and I say, I thank you, God, that they didn't cut me in my face. They didn't had a gun and put a bullet in my heart. They didn't kill me. They could have done many things. These two boys that was waiting for me on the street, and it was only about money. it was more value with about my life that I was not killed. So I was thank you, and I believe that they heard it in the Muslim home, because they opened the door and told me that you can stay with us. They told me. So I got back the home, and I still didn't have the money, but I don't know how long it took, but it was my daughter's father called me. He used to call me if I had a telephone. He called me sometimes, and he called me and said that I don't want. I said to him what have happened, and he said to me, I don't want my daughter's mother to be killed, die in the United States. I want you to come back to Sweden to your daughter, and I will send you money. I will send you a flight ticket, he says, so you can take the flight back to Sweden. So it had, if I had knew it, it was stupid. I know it today, that it was stupid to run after the money, and those two boys have killed me, because now I got the flight ticket from my daughter's father, and I got it and come back to Sweden. And on my way back to Sweden, this Muslim man in the house, he was economic manager for U.S. Airways. So I know he was looking after me when I have left the home, because I wanted to stay about 1 week, because I didn't know when I could run away from the house. So I couldn't say, put the flight ticket for 26 February, because it could be that I couldn't run away in that time. And so I had 1 week, I ran away and had 1 week left. So they put a private detective to find me. And so I had to change hotel every day, change the address where I was staying every day. And I was scared when I come to the airport also, that I maybe couldn't take the flight, as he worked for that flight. And it was because it was something in the computer, so they told me to go. I have already passed everything, customer and everything, but they called me back because the woman that looked at my passport, she said, there is something in the computer here, she say to me. And I come back and I was thinking, no, I will never come to that flight. and when I come to the computer, she say, "Oh, it was something here, but it's have disappeared," she say. So I know this is God doing these things. It was, they took it away, so I could, so she said, "Oh, it was nothing, so you can go up on the flight." So I could come back to Sweden. And I was scared because when I come to Hanover in Germany, I was scared. I was sitting there and should take another airplane to Sweden. And I was thinking, and if he knew I was on that airplane, that man, the Muslim man, he had a brother in Germany. I don't know if it was Hanover, but I was scared until I was on the flight, the Swedish flight to Sweden. Then I could relax, not before that. And then when I come to Sweden, I didn't had anything, identification. I didn't have anything that I could showing, because it's have expired, most of it. I had, so I was not a known person. I didn't have anything. I couldn't go to the bank and got some money, but I didn't have any money in the bank. I have to start over again to get an identification so I could tell who I was. And I have to go and ask the church in Sweden to get some food to eat. I didn't have anything when I come back to Sweden. No one waiting for me to take care of me. But my daughter's father was nice to me, and he let me stay in our home that we had together when we were together, when we had to get together, when we were a couple. So I was staying 1 week, but it was like, now it's ending. I say, I could stay there forever, but I felt like I must go on with my life. So I told him that I am going to leave and see if they can help me with something, a home for me. I say I have to take care of it. So he drive me to this city where I live now, and then I started my life here in this city. And I was in very bad condition. I was laying first 1 week in the hospital because I had too little blood inside me. So I need to have some blood transfer and relax, because I was so stressed of everything, so I didn't remember where I have lived. They asked me, "What was your address?" before you left for United States, where did you live? And I didn't remember. I wanted to remember, but I didn't remember. So I had a real blackout when I come back to Sweden. I couldn't tell my birth numbers. I didn't know anything. I was so in shock, or scared, and full of stress. So I had to go to a mental institution into talk it to a psychologist, and I thought they should help me, but no one believed that I had been in United States. No one, even if I had paper with me. I took with me some paper from where I have working in United States, but they didn't want to look at those paper. They have make up their mind that I was mental sick, and they say to me, we don't think that you have been in United States. We think you have lived out on the street for 3.5 years, was it? I was away from Sweden. And they say that. And I was to the psychologist and was hoping that I should get help, that they should understand in what condition I was. But they didn't understood. They thought I make up the whole thing that I was talking about. And so they give me some pills, but I never took it because I knew I was not mental sick in that way. Of course I was mental sick in that way that I have post-traumatic disease, and as I have not got any help from anyone, it have going into my body and changed to be chronic stress that I have to deal with now, and try to calm down as much as I can. And that's why I should take away all the most of my belongings here in my apartment, because it disturbs my brain that I have so much things around me. So I am going to clean up like it is in like a hospital, and like an answer of these all things was that when I look at my bank account, I check my bank account every day, and I should see how it's working, because sometimes it's minus because a bill have taken money from me, and then I have not had that money on my bank account. So I need to place in more money so I can be on plus on my bank account. And suddenly it was money there, extra money. And someone have given me money. Someone have sent me money, and it says in Swedish that money for to have some fun with. But I have nothing to have fun with, to do something fun anymore. As my legs bother me so much. It's so much pain in my legs, so I can hardly walk anymore. And when I heard that, read that to do something fun with, the real fun for me is my computer. And I don't know if I have told you that my computer desk is really scaring. It's very soon it's going to fall apart. It's very, very bad. And I have all my computer things on it. So I order a new office desk, better, more powerful than what I had. What I have here that soon fall apart. But then is this that I had already, before I got the money, I had already looked at it to order one that looked nice and was stable. It was real legs on it. And then the bad thing is that I can't get it home, so that I have to pay extra for a truck to come with it to my home. And then it is so crazy built here, so the truck can't come in with the package. So it's fenced around, so, and I can't come and get it because I don't get a big package on my scooter, because I have to turn around the scooter, drive the scooter, so I can't have it. So I have to pay extra for that driver to carry those packages inside my home. That was extra money. And then I know now, I have done it many times now, that I can never put it together. I can put together. I did it with this table that is on its way to fall apart, because I can't make it hold it very powerful. It's shaking the table the whole time when I sit, and make some noise of those parts that is loose, and I can't do it. So I need to have special people to do this office desk to could hold my computer. I have a stationary computer, and I have a television screen could see a picture on the computer, and so it's heavy things. And so it is about the same amount of money that the office desk cost. That's the same money I have to pay for transportation, in carrying, and put it together. That's what it is for a disabled, lonely person. I have no one that can carry in the package for me to my home. So I have to pay for it. I have to pay for everything. So, but this money I got from someone that wanted to support me and make some fun with. And for me, is it fun to see people coming in here that is real from company, so they are not dangerous people that coming in. It's not private people. And they are coming in here, and I can talk to them a little and look at them when they put together my office desk, computer desk for me. So that's, I thank you that have sent me some money, because that's fun for me to have a new computer desk, office desk, a real one. And then suddenly it comes something else. I was going to bed after I have recording an episode. I go to sleep, and it was good that I didn't put it on internet, because I have erased it, because I want to tell you what dream I had that helped me. I sleep first in the night. Yes, it was. And I couldn't sleep. The letters, the mail disturbed me, and it stressed me so very much. I got so much stress, and I felt that stress streaming, flowing inside me like a warm streaming, and like I had a fever, and so I had to go up and walk around and be a little cold before I go to bed again. And then in the morning, I was sleeping, but in the morning I had talked to God about it, that now He placed stress inside me again, and the doctor belonged to the evil ones. Even if he maybe not understand it, but it make me not be healed, because that stress that come over me, and a little depression about everything is going the opposite the whole time. It's go very nice. I got the money on the bank and could order the office desk, And then suddenly I got this like fever, stress in my body when I and couldn't fall to sleep. So I was up and I was cooled down. And when I go to bed, I have a dream. And it was a really special dream. I have talked to God about to help me to take away this stress so it should not hurt me. Because I try to go away from all the stress. And I dreamed. I got this answer from God. I was up in a room. It was a house, but it was mostly one room only. And it was very bright white, like it is when I have been to heaven. Have it also been this very white, shining room, and there was people there that had white clothes on them, and one thing, the message this dream have given us, you that listen, and for me also, because these people that was in this white room, they were a little mentally sick. They were maybe not mentally sick, but they were acting strange. They were not social people. They didn't talk to each other. They only walk around doing things. And I was in a room where it was much food to eat, and it was lots of people taking the food, and it was a line of people around the tables to take the food, and that's the question for me was, because I was hungry, and I took an arm inside where people were standing and grabbed the food I could grab. And no one was talking. And so I had a little food on a plate, and I sit down at the table. And when I sit there will come a woman that she had white clothes, but she don't act like those other. She was more calm. Those other was not calm. And she was looking at me when I sit and should eat. And she didn't say anything, only look at me. And I say to her that I have not got any information. When I come here, I have not got any information. I have not got any instruction what to do. It have not been any schedules to get. I don't know why I am here. I say to her, but she didn't answer me. And then I felt I needed to pee. And that was physical pee. So I wake up. And And then I understood it was the answer. God gave me this dream as an answer. That I need to take it to God about this, and not fighting like I have done and be angry at as I have been done, and be full of stress that I have been because of this, that I get this diagnosis that is total wrong, and it followed me. In 20 years have it followed me. My new doctor have taken that also, and I don't get the right treatment now because of that. They think that everything I tell them is a lie, as long as they don't see it in a test. And that's why I have bought on my own a test. There is some test that I can buy, and it's a new health clinic that have just started, that have that test, and I am going to do that, and it's about the stress hormones in the body. So even if my doctor doesn't go there, I will have that test. I pay for that test. It's free if my doctor have done it, but I have money to pay for it because it's important for me to do it, and I maybe can get a new doctor in that place where I take the test, because they maybe need people to come to the clinic, so they maybe want me to stay there. And it's new, modern, and it's, for me, is it better that they are from another country, the doctor. The doctor I have now is Swedish, and they don't understand this with God. They don't have any clue that I can be one with God. They think I lie. They think I have a delusion, because they don't know. Like you that follow me, you know what I have been through, and where I have traveled. I have traveled 4 times to Israel, been to Africa, been to United States again, and been to Portugal, and I don't have any money. So if they check up my life story, they will understand that is something special with her, or I think many think that I'm criminal, that I have stolen the money to could travel around with, and they, I think few people really look at what I'm saying in a positive way. No, they think that she got the money to fly to Israel and live on a almost luxury hotel in the center of Jerusalem. She must have stolen the money or like that. they don't understand that someone supported me and I got those money. And for me, it's very special that the devil tried to stop me in Copenhagen's airport and say that I needed to have insurance for COVID if I be sick in Israel and be in the hospital, that the insurance should pay the hotel. The insurance should pay the hospital the treatment for COVID. So I didn't have that money, and I was not allowed to enter the airplane. And I think that is so very special, that I was thinking that they don't check it out if they have got the money for the insurance company. The insurance company, before about 8 o'clock, they come to their job and they check out the computer to see if it's the money have coming in. So it was over 12 o'clock in the night in Israel, but it maybe was 11 o'clock in the evening when I put in money. I put in all of the money that I had, and it was not enough. But I was thinking that money I send in, it will be noticed that some money have coming in, and then they only check it at 8 o'clock. That is the money they wanted to have. And then I check out my bank account about 2-3 minutes past 12 o'clock, and there was money sent to me from someone just about 2-3 minutes after 12 o'clock in the night. So I didn't know when I go to the airport if I had an insurance. And I said that to them, I don't know, because I don't know how to check it. And they look at it in the office at the airport, and they say you have insurance. You have your insurance paid, so you can enter into the airplane and fly to Jerusalem. So that was one of the special moments. And then was it a special moment when I should do the lottery ticket, and I say to a friend, on Facebook, he said that it's a lottery going on tonight that is lots of money. So I played it, and I say to him that I am going to do that also, and if I win, I will fly to Israel, I say to him. And then when the lottery had been, and I wrote back to him, and I say I didn't need the lottery winning, because there was money in my bank account, and then it was someone that had put in about $4,000 on my bank account, so I could pay my flight ticket to Israel. It have been many these kind of things in my life. So if someone is follow me, they will know that this is not an ordinary thing. It's a special thing. And the special things, as she don't have any friends, she have no family, I have not worked since 2000. I have been working for the Muslim people, but that was to get me a flight ticket and a small job in the United States, but I have not really worked for 20 years. So that's evidence enough. It's the sad thing is that people don't follow me, so that they don't understand how poor I am, but rich when it comes to God and heaven. So thank you for listening. It's much going on, and I have given up so much of to get help from any person. Not like sending money, that is very good also, but I need physical help also. Someone that come with me, someone that going to my doctor and tell him that this is wrong that you say, she only because she know God exists, she is mental sick. Then it's many people around the world that is mental sick then. If we believe, when they believe in God, and the doctors say that God doesn't exist, so you are mental sick. We have to fight against that kind of things. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.